Hey, Jim Toscano here, and welcome to the Hand Technique Workshop. We are here, we are live, we are doing it. We didn't stream the workshop for a few weeks. We kind of worked just in private, not online, just to have some fun with the gang and do our own thing and work out some other routines and stuff. So, which is basically what we used to do is go to a location in person and with a rig and 15 practice pads and set up all this good stuff and do live hand technique workshops once a week. So, and then, that was at a particular location and then of course, COVID shut it down. And then we started doing it as a live stream, which has been really fun. And so having students come and hang with me on this and we do it together. So we kind of Frankensteined. Why is that hard to say tonight? They're rented. My lips are rented. So Frankenstein set up because I split the window into three. So you'll see in a moment that it's not my normal OBS streaming window. It's something I'm playing with, trying to get the guys and gals that are in the Zoom window to be able to, that I share the document with them so they can see the Hand Technique Workshop booklet. And then I want you all to see the Hand Technique Workshop booklet, but also be able to see all of us. So I kind of created this little three-shot, and it's kind of rough and raw, but we'll see how it looks. And then I'm going to bring the gang in just a second, and I'll introduce everybody. But like I said, I may be fixing the screen as we go in this little live stream. And if there is anybody hanging with us, say hello in the chat. Stephen Chamberlain's in the chat. Hey, Steph. Steph is with us. Very cool. Very cool. So that's always exciting. My good friend, Stephen Chamberlain, he has done hand technique workshops with me live in Sam Ash's in New Jersey. And he would come in, stay at my house, and we'd go do these couple of clinics. So really fun. Great friend of mine. And Stefan's setup is getting pretty serious now with his online teaching setup, and so it's really fun to see his thing come to life. And I'm definitely going to have Stefan on a Monday night live stream. We just have to get together and work that out. I know we will. If you missed this past Monday, man, it was a really great live stream. It was my my good friend Nate Morton from The Voice, NBC's The Voice, and so I had him on the show, and we had a great time hanging out together, talking music, talking influences, and all that good stuff. And we're even discussing doing a clinic together down the road. So very cool. So yeah, man. So we're gonna hop into it. I'm gonna introduce everybody, and if anybody else is hanging with us tonight, just say hello in the chat. I'll try to remember to check it. Usually when we're doing the workshop, I get a little negligent of the chat, so I'm gonna try to be better about that. And let me bring everybody in. Let's see what's going on here. So here is the Frankenstein three-shot window. It's not bad. It's not too bad. So so what we have going on here is the Hand Technique Workshop booklet is on the left of the screen, depending on whether this is flipped or not. It should be on the left of your screen. But on the right of the screen, up in the top boxes, we have our little Zoom group, and there's two of me. And I made a bigger one, so when I'm demonstrating, I can go to that shot. So anyway, up in the top left-hand corner, Bob Sears is with us tonight. There he is. Wave to Mr. Bob, who's playing in a band now. He's kicking booty. Awesome, Bob. And then, of course, I'm next to him, but you don't need to know that. And then underneath Bob right there is Lucia Rose Seminar. There she is, hanging with us. She is a seasoned veteran of the Hand Technique Workshop. She's been doing it longer than anybody in this window except for me. Very good. And then diagonally from Ross, or next to Lucia, or underneath me, there's only four of us right now, there he is, Ross Amoroso, educator, drummer, talented, cannoli fan from Ohio hanging with us tonight. Awesome. And so we're going to do it. We're going to get into it. We're going to play through some of the workshop routines. Something that's a little different, you'll notice, is in the booklet, we now have added some tempos, suggested tempos, to make it kind of where it sits in a comfortable place, where you're not killing yourself to try to play the routines. I tried to make the tempos feel all very comfortable. And of course, that's different for everybody. So you can play with those tempos, but they are suggested tempos. And I just started writing them in today into a few different spots. There's also one or two new things in here, which I'm going to try to get to tonight and discuss some other ideas. This book will probably be getting pretty wrapped up soon, and then I'll format it better, because right now it's kind of all over the place. It started out as a very small little booklet that I was using for school clinics at one time. So I'd go out and do all these school clinics, and I would hand out my little booklet, and it grew from about a 12-page booklet to, I think it's 88 or 89 pages today. So Lucia says we should hit 100. We probably will. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, without any further ado, let's jump into it. And we're going to do our warm-ups. And there's a few routines that I'm going to, on the fly, just kind of change up and suggest, and we'll see how that goes. But we're going to start out with accent patterns. And we're using basically down strokes, up strokes, and tap strokes. And so these first three that we're going to do, groups of 4 would be down, tap, tap, up. Groups of 3 would be down, tap, up. And groups of 2 will be down, up. Nice and simple, using economy of motion and trying to be as efficient as possible. And there's a lot of ways to play this book down. You can play using very full strokes, using very high movements, or you can play this playing very low strokes and working on, or playing in the middle. But you could do the whole thing in low strokes and really get a benefit of that, of being able to play very quietly. Or, you know, if you're working on those free strokes and those big open strokes, you can do it there. All right, so here we go. We're going to do this first routine at 100 BPM, and I'm going to try to keep it flowing as best as I can. I wish I had somebody that would just push buttons for me. That would be awesome. Hopefully this isn't too loud. If it is, raise your hand in my little Zoom squad. It's okay? All right. Maybe I'll just turn my headphones down because it's actually killing me. All right, here we go. 4s. 2, 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 3s on the right, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2s on the right, and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1 and 2 and bring it down to those low strokes even. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1, 2 on the left, and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 2 and 1. And now we're going to go to neutral for a second. By the way, I'm playing on my Pro Logic's Red Storm practice pad. And this one is my Blue Lightning, which I may switch to later. But awesome practice pads, amazing practice pads. One of my favorite companies on the planet. Run by some very excellent gentlemen. And Jason Edwards is a genius. We love him. And Andrew, my rep, is awesome. And I want to have those guys on a live stream and talk about practice pad construction. So here, I'm just going to real quickly, we can also take these first three and combine them with something we do later, which is interlacing, right? So here's an idea. Just to do it, well, I'll do it quick. We're going to switch quick, but go back to the top. We'll do fours, and every couple of beats, I'm going to yell interlace, and then I'll have a switch to the other side. So watch. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interlace. One, two on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Interlace. Threes on the right, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Interlace. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. On the left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Interlace. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. On the right, and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Interlace. On the left, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and interlace. Back to neutral, 1. So that's just a way to take things in the booklet and combine them. That was hard to say. Combine them for the purpose of either saving time or creating routines, right? Mix and match. All right, so now we're going to do accent combo number 1, 3-2 son clave in accent patterns on the right. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And interlace. And left. And interlace. Neutral. So when I say interlace, we're basically playing tap strokes in between the primary accent pattern. Okay, so now we go to the right side. 3-2 rumba clave. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, and interlace. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Interlace. And back to neutral. And now we'll do one more. We're going to do accent combo number 3, bossa clave. 1, 2 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. One more time. And interlace. Left. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up. Interlace. Neutral. All right, let's move forward. I'm actually going to skip the accent sequence tonight. Why not? Because we do them every time. And we did some of the interlaced already, so I'm going to skip these for the moment. And I'm going to show you something that's kind of new. Well, first we're going to do interlace combo 1A. Then I'll get to the new thing, because we're going to pass the new thing on the way. So let's do, Marco DeGeorgievic just texted me. That's cool. Marco, yeah, baby. All right, here we go. 90. So this is kind of an exchange of accent placement that creates sort of polyrhythmic ideas. And we'll just do the right side to start. And it's all in sextuplets. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and all right, cool. Now we're going to go over the left side. 1, 2, ready, and go. And cool. All right, so we have a couple more of those, which are other accent patterns. Actually, the same construction, just with more accents. But we're not going to do those. I'm going to keep moving because I want to introduce something. Oh, by the way, so we also did this one, the 1B. Let's do the 1B. So the 1B does the same thing that we just did, but with hand-to-hand triplets every other bar. With the accents. Hand-to-hand triplets, meaning the accent is switching sides. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. I almost said ladies and germs, which might be appropriate. I don't know. You know, on a Thursday. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stay at 90. And this is what I call interlaced accents rate exchange. I'm going to show it, and then we'll talk about it. So, actually, I'm going to stop for a moment and explain it. Why not? So what we're going to do is this. We're going to play the first accent pattern that we did from before, the first interlace fours. So the right hand is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And those are eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the left hand is interlacing 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, but we're still playing down tap tap up, down tap tap up. Now in the second bar we're going to go to sextuplets in the same thing. So the sticking is exactly the same, the movement is the same, but the rate has changed. So what we wind up with is this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 and a 2 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Right? So we're taking two routines that we have in the booklet and mashing them together. And the cool thing about it is it's got sort of an auditory illusion. Like if there's no reference, watch. You can't really hear the, you know that it went faster, but the rate exchange happens. You really hear that placement when you have a reference, like music. If you're playing a musical piece, and there was a musical reference for that, you would really hear the shift. So this shifting, this rate exchange happens really well against the metronome. Of course, you could try it against music as well. You could also put this in eighth notes, and you would hear it a little bit differently, right? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Right? So that's the first one. That's the first new interlaced accents rate exchange. So we brought the rate exchange idea into the interlaced accent idea. The second one I'm going to demonstrate is accent pattern 2A, which we did before, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, or 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Our threes, it's our interlaced threes in 16th notes, then in sextuplets. And this one is actually one of the easier ones, I think, but you're going 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 triple and triple 2 triple and triple 3 triple and triple 4 triple and triple 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 triple and triple 2 triple and triple 3 triple and triple 4 triple and triple 1. There's 2 bars of each, right? And it sounds like this. 1 E and a 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. One, 2 and 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1. Make sense? So that's the second accent pattern rate exchange. And now the third one is taking the 2s that we did earlier, which would be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and going to 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, right? So we have that accent, that group of 3 now moving into sextuplets. So that one sounds like this. 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Oh, I played the other one. Sorry. So that was funny. So, but here's what's happening actually is you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like if you strip it down to one hand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So it sounds like you're just speeding up. But again, you know, if you keep it on the grid, it's a really cool little illusion to use in your playing and your soloing, potentially in songs that would allow it. Don't throw this into, you know, Fire and Rain by James Taylor, but, you know, or Copacabana. Well, maybe you might get away with that. All right, let's see. So let's do it one more time with the metronome. 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. I put in double accents on that one, but the same idea, right? So we're going, basically, if you strip these down, they're really simple. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet. So you're still doing your 2-note pump. And this is combining things that we've already done. It's just that when you're changing rates, now it's, can you keep your head and go changing it on the grid? So that's new. So that's page 13 and 14. And these are called interlace accents rate exchange. So I was threatening to bring in more rate exchanges, and I did. And they're fun. Speaking of rate exchanges, let's do paradiddles. The rate exchanges are after the paradiddles. We might as well do the paradiddles while we're here. I know there's a little stop and go tonight, but that's all right. And I enjoy the opportunity to kind of teach some routines, so that's always fun. John Gill in the house. What's up? John Gill, the Monday night live stream was awesome. Thank you. I had a great time. I really had fun with that. Oh, my goodness. My mom's in here. Mom, I hope you're practicing. My mom got a new iPhone 12, and it's driving her crazy. So, but you know, when I come over, we'll play with it. We'll get it together. I recently bought a ProLogic's white corpse drum pad. Excellent rebound and feel. Yeah, those are really nice, John. I have every one except for that one. I got my blackout pad, 2 of those, 2 different ones. I got my green Logics, like Lucia. She's got her green Logics. And my blue. And I got my red. And I got my bass drum pedal practice pad from ProLogic. It's awesome. Gotta love that thing. Yeah, man. Larry Rizzo, what's up? Happy Thursday to you. He said happy Thursday to all. So Larry says hi to everybody. And hope you all had a great day. Hope you had a great day, Larry. Awesome. I'm glad you're hanging with us. So hopefully everybody likes those little rate exchanges. They're super fun. Let's do the accents and rebounds one. I left this at 90 also, leaving it at nice kind of easy tempos, right? So let's do a couple of these. The idea with these is, again, efficiency, letting your sticks be in the position that they need to be in to make your strokes more efficient, right? So if we're playing 1 E and a 2 E, and I take that E of 2 and I slam it down. Now I got to pick my stick up to try to hit that next right, but if I let it rebound, now I'm up here ready for that next stroke. It's a little bit more efficient, right? So if I go 1 E and a 2 E and a, now I'm going to do extra work and extra movement. We eliminate one entire movement by going E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a E. It's like comes right out of George Lawrence Stone's stick control. I mean, accents and rebounds. And I'm not naming this accents and rebounds because I came up with something. This is exactly quoted from George Lawrence Stone and paying homage to him. And use it in your drum set playing, because when you throw your stick at a cymbal, it will throw it back. Don't smash it into the cymbal and leave it there. Thank you, Lucia, for the. She gave us a little sound effects.
It's nice.
It's nice. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna do accents and rebounds. Here we go. So number 1, 90 beats per minute. 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, ready, go. One more time. 2, ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 3. Oh, that's funny. I was doing a later one, wasn't I? I have them memorized, but not in the right order, apparently. Let me do that again. So it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and then we move it in reverse. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4, 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. I was doing actually number 2, so my apologies. 1, 2. Oh, I dropped my, and I also hit it down to 70. Sorry. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 2 E and a 2 E and a 2 1 E and a E and a 1 E and a E and a 1 E and a 2. Down, up. So by the way, when I say up, I don't mean an upstroke. I'm talking about a rebound, actually. I'm just talking about the direction of the stick. So we're sort of going down, up, down, in the direction of the stick, not in the stroke name. And then notice that the last right of the first entire line is a downstroke, because we're preparing. We don't have to do another loud right. Now we need a loud left. So we're going to have that rebound, down, rebound, down, rebound, down, rebound, down, right? And there's, of course, a pull out before the rebound. Those are my curved arrows. So let's do it one more time. Here we go. Same exercise. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a E and a 3, E and a 1, E and a 3, E and a, E and a 2, E and a 4, up, down, 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a E and a 3, E and a 1. E and a E and a 3 and a E and a 1 E and a E and a 3 E and a 2 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 4 E and a 1. All right, there it is. All right, so second one. Now we're going to play a combination of those two, and just be aware that the last bar does sort of that reverse, and then just 2 paradiddles to bring us back. Oh no, reverse. It's the whole thing reverse. So it's 1 E and a 2 E, E4, 1 E and a 2 E, E4, 1 E and a 2 E4, E2, 3 E and a 4 E. That's what I meant by the reversal. So here it is. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1 E and a E and a E and a 4, 1 E and a E and a E and a 4, 1 E and a E and a E and a 4, E and a 2, 3 E and a E and a 1 E and a E and a E and a 4 1 E and a E and a E and a 4 1 E and a E and a E and a 4 E and a 2 3 E and a E and a 1. That's a really musical one. By the way, man, this is why we got to get this set up back over there. On the drum set, they sound so nice. If you're hitting cymbals, put all that on the snare or wherever you want to put them. But they sound really, really nice. I like just using the ride cymbal and the hat. And they sound really great. All right, last one. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 1 E and a 2 3 E and a 4 1 2 ready go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 2 E and a 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 4 E and a 2 E and a 4 and 1. All right, nice. All right, now I'm going to move forward to those rate exchanges. So 5-stroke roll rate exchange. So I put in some tempos, and they drop as we add more notes. So we're going to go to the 5-stroke roll at 90 BPM. We're still at 90. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, nice and easy. Triplet 5-stroke rolls into quintuplets, into triplet 5-stroke rolls, into 32nd note 5-stroke rolls, which are, you know, more typical, right? More academic sounding. I really love the 5 in the 5-stroke roll and the quintuplets. Just feels nice. All right, 6-stroke roll rate exchange, still at 90 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 trip. 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and a 2 and 3. All right, the 6s. And then we move to the 7s. I actually dropped this one to 80. We usually do it at 90, actually, together, but I dropped it at 80 for the booklet. 3, 1, 2, E and a 3, E and a 4, E and a. All right, there's the 7, and then we have our 9, and the 9 drops down to 70 BPM. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. Cool. And that one we usually set to a grid and synced. So it took me a second to get my brain wrapped around it. But basically, we go from the 32nd note interpretation in 5/4 into the quintuplet interpretation, which we're basically doing 1 E and a La, which is my count that I use. But we play doubles on the E and La. So like 1 E and a la, 2 E and a la, 3 E and a la, 4 E and a la, 1 is my count for that. 1 E and a la, 2 E and a la, 3 E and a la, 4 E and a la, 1. The nice thing is you kind of feel that distance change, right? And then you go back to the 30-second notes. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a. And then at the 9 at the bottom, we're actually doing 1 triplet, E triplet, N triplet is the count I use, which isn't mathematically accurate, but it works for syllables. 1 triplet, E triplet, N triplet, 2 triplet, E triplet, N triplet, 3 triplet, E triplet, N triplet, 4 triplet, E triplet, N triplet. And what all we want to accomplish is 9 strokes evenly spaced in that space. And the way to really work it is to get that one clean. The last one is, I'll just real quick, I got logged out of my phone. Hello. Is a way that I like to do it is I'll just put on eighth note triplets and then practice the eighth note triplets. Just for the last measure, by the way. Right, so you can isolate these and really get them on the grid and get them super clean. And that's a way to do it. So, and then the last one, what time do we at? 7:45. Okay, we're going to move from the rate exchanges. So that was good. So we did new rate exchange in accents. Then we did a few of the rate exchanges. We're going to move forward. And I wanted to just go over real quick the simple grid. So I put tempos now, and I put 100 because I want this to feel not that fast. Of course, you can go slower, and if it's not clean, by all means, go slower, right? So, 100 for the first grid, 1E and a 2, right? So we got 1E and, oops, and we have eighth note triplets. Yay! Good job, Jim. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, ready, go. Right? Nice, easy tempo for that. Of course, you can go slower or faster, right? And you know, it depends on your particular comfort level with that. And of course, you can speed it up. And if you do, the other thing is, by the way, work this on both sides. Go and do it on your left side. I do everything on my right side because I'm a lefty, so I'm always working the right. But you guys as righties, which is the majority, there's only 10% of the population is left-handed. The rest of you righties work on your left hand. Yay! You know, Jim Chapin, you know, in his final days, you know, Dom tells this story that he was practicing, you know, at the hospital in bed. He had his practice pad and his sticks. Like in his final days of his life, and Dom walked in and he's playing and he's like, Jim, what are you doing? And he's like, I think my left hand is getting better. You know, and it's like right until his final days, man, he's working on that left hand. Jim Chapin, rest in peace. All right. And then what I did was I took like the second one with the drags, and I actually slowed this one down to 80. So I dropped this one, and this is just a good way to, you know, sort of work on your grids, give yourself the space and the time to place everything really well, right? It's not a race. It's a marathon, but it's not a race. You know, slow and steady, right? Get all your stuff in place. I was working on with a student today. I was working on Lucia, you know this song. We were working on Tom Sawyer, and you know, that tune. It's one of those things you can't rush through it. No pun intended. You have to take your time and work out all the little nooks and crannies that Neil was playing on that tune. And so working out exactly the things that he played and get those stickings. It's not like it's not like doing like a Stevie Ray Vaughan tune where you can kind of interpret the drum part as long as you have the feel. You know, it's Rush. Like you better have everything down. So, you know, you take the care and the tempo down and you work that stuff out before you get it on the bandstand, right? So anyway, so this one, and a 1, 2, ready and go and. Okay, so that's the 16th note grid with drags. And then we go to the one with 5-stroke rolls, and then of course with rolls. And all of these, I say keep these at 80. Just makes it that much easier to play. Hey, look at that. That's weird. Hey, what is that doing? Why am I getting the the video card was going bananas for a second. And by the way, the very last one, which is 16th note roll, 16th note grid with rolls, is really fun to play on the drum set. Also, you're just rolling the whole time except for little road bumps for accents, right? So this one, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. Oh, I didn't play the last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 2 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. Right? An oldie but a goodie. All right, and then we're into rebounds, and so I put 130 on the free stroke section, which is, you know, we usually push it a little more than that, but I figure 130 is good. I'm not going to actually do this section tonight because I'm going to kind of scan through the book. I'm kind of just showing some of the stuff that we've worked on. I mean, unless anybody objects, I could do this one or not, right? But I think I'll skip it. Is that okay with everybody? Because I did want to go over a couple other things. So the full double stroke section, I think everybody should do this every single day. And so I was going to bring up this. So singles and doubles number 1, normally we're playing that at about, I think, 136. And I didn't put a tempo there because it's coming out of the double section. I usually just roll right into it. So that one would normally be here. Right? So that will stay that, like 136-ish. And then when we go to the next section, we drop it down to 100 for singles and doubles number 2, which is this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. One, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so that's a nice, easy tempo for that. We could push that, but I think it's a good tempo to work on this stuff for the triplet rolls and really get them clean and make sure that you're not getting double accents, that you're getting like for the second bar. Because you really are playing a downstroke with a resulting rebound. And so you really need to get the 2 different heights to work in that roll. And that's why I think playing it slow and really paying attention to the sound is so super important. And then I left the tempo at 100 when we go into the drag tap section. And so that would be, I'll just play the first one. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. Nice, easy tempo. Of course, you can do it faster. Of course, you can do it slower, but 100 is sort of in the middle. Gives you a place to work on this. And this whole grid goes through the drag taps, then the 5-stroke roll version of it, which I love, and then the roll version of it, which, again, you know, this is a good tempo for that. When you're really comfortable, obviously lift the tempo. Double stroke 2 triplets, 100, same thing. Because we're still doing this. Right? So that just works really well. 100, nice and easy. Double strokes 2. Now, then we move out of that and into double strokes 3, the inverted rolls, which I just want to talk about real quick. So I lift that to 120. Now, of course, you could do it slower, you could do it faster. 120, I feel like, since it's 16th notes, it will feel pretty good for the inverted rolls. So the 16, which is the first one, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. Right? And then we go to the 14. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E, 2, 3, and 1. And then we move on to the 12, which is in 3/4 time. By the way, the 7/8 one, you can kind of sing like some Rush while you're doing that in your head. But or you could count it 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 2. So that a little abbreviated counting that I use is this: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1. Remember, these are all set up like the 6-stroke roll with that double accent. Now here's the 12 in 3/4 time, and this one, by the way, the 16 switch sides. The 14 does not. The 12 switches sides, and then the 10 does not. So it's like every other one, right? Watch. Here's 13. I mean the 12-stroke roll. 1, 2, ready, go. Cool. And then we move on to the 10. Now for the 10, I use the abbreviated count again. So I go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1. You could also count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 in, but I think that's a lot harder to count than 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. So here's the 10. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E, 2, 3, and 1. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right. Then we move on to, of course, the 8, and the 8 switches sides. So the 8 is actually becoming more commonplace, I feel like, but here's the 8-stroke roll. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. And then we move on to the 6, and of course the 6 and 16th notes. So it's evenly spaced, but in 16ths. And this is one-sided, stays on the same side. 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, and then the last one is the 4, and that's switching sides, and it really is an inverted paradiddle. However, the shape has to stay with the double accents, which you don't normally do when you're playing. When you're playing, like, most people would do this, right? And not really accent everything. Or if you were using it as a groove. Isn't that beautiful? But when you're putting in all the accents, it's got a different thing happening, a different feel. So here it is with the accents. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so that's that one. And then I kept that same tempo moving into the inverted combos. And actually, well, we'll play a couple of these, might as well, since we're in here. And these are super useful on the drum set. They all work as grooves and fills, and I implore you to go to the drum set with these and have a ball. Just go crazy. But play them slow and really clean so that they sound good. So here's, don't go too nuts. All right, so here we go. So let's play that first number 1, which is the 12 plus 4 combo. So we're doing a 12-stroke roll, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and right? And then we're going 4E and So we use those 2 accents at the end. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, right? It's a good sound. So at 120, 1, 2, ready, and all right, so that would be all of the inverted guys. And those are all being set to that same tempo. And then actually, it goes into the dynamic section. I don't think that I went and put in any more tempo stuff in here. So the tempo information I'm going to continue to add, but I think it's really helpful because as you go through the book, you can set your metronome, and then if you're sitting there and you're like, I could do those faster, let me bump that up a little. And then, you know, if you have this printed out, just type, you know, write in your own tempos, cross it out, write in the next tempo. You know, if you're speeding things up or slowing things down, perhaps maybe like one of them, the suggested tempo doesn't feel good, cross it out, put a lower tempo until you get to that higher tempo. So just take your time with it, have fun with it, play it on the drum set, go crazy. Oh my goodness. So it's 8 o'clock on the dot. I'm actually going to wrap it now. I'm going to go have some dinner. I'm going to take care of Cooper. Cooper's a good boy. I feel like I've been spending a lot of time with him lately. He's like my funny, fuzzy son that I take around with me in my truck every day. It's my son now at this point. So every morning, you know, it's like 5:45. We're up, out the door by 6-ish, 6:15, and then we're at a park or a beach or whatever every single day. So I spend a lot of time with my son. I'm teaching him how to play ball. Actually, he's teaching me how to play ball, which is nice. So thanks for everybody that hung out tonight on the Hand Technique Workshop. I think this was a good one. We kind of breaking down a few things, and I'm just trying to make it better and better and better, people. So we're working on it. And some of our regulars weren't here tonight, but my hardcore, the four of us, man, Ross, Lucia, Bob, holy moly, these guys are my rock. So I'll see you guys on the next live stream. We had to move Ralph Humphrey into October, and he was going to be on the show Monday, but he has a conflict. We moved him into late October. So the next Monday night live stream, unless I pull something together really quick, is going to be Ryan Brown on the 27th of September. Ryan Brown from Dweezil Zappa's band. That's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to hanging with Ryan Brown. I got some other great ones coming up, and a couple of really big names. I'm not going to say anything yet because I want to send out the email, but it's looking really fun for the fall. Oh, yeah. And remember, PASIC is coming up, people. So if you're going out to Indianapolis, support Percussive Arts and go to PASIC 2021. And it looks like the lineup is taking really nice shape. My good buddy Joe Bergamini is doing a clinic, so I'm going to be there to support him. And my buddy Rich Redmond is doing a clinic, so I'll be there to support him. And so it's shaping up. There's still a lot of placeholders on the schedule where it says to be announced. So there's like 12 spots still that aren't filled. But man, it's coming back, and that's what's important is we get the drum community back on track, and then hopefully by next year we'll really be flying, right? So I thank my Zoom squad as always, and all of you that hung in the chat tonight. So I'll see everybody on the next one. And I'm not going to roll credit. Should I roll credits? Yeah, I'll roll credits. You know why? Because I get to thank Cooper in the credits. So I'll roll the credits, but I need my glasses to see what I'm doing. All right. Good night, everybody. See you next time.